chances.
All day, our day. Good morning, guys. My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So in today's episode, we have this beautiful 2021 Corvette C8 mid-engine in for our new car prep and ceramic coatings. Now this stuff is a little bit more forgiving than some of the other So we just went through the wash process. You saw we did the APC rinse, the foaming, the contact washing. Not a ton of contamination on here, which is good. So we didn't have to go overboard with the clay mitt or with the clay bar or anything like that. Even spraying the iron decon on the wheels didn't really change color, didn't really do anything. So it's a good sign. Now we're drying it. We're going to towel dry it, blow dry it, get all of the water out of the crevices. That way, when we polish, none of the water seeps out. Sometimes it still does, but we try to blow dry everything as much as possible so that doesn't happen. Because if it happens when we ceramic coat, then we run into issues. But let's take a look at the paint and see what we're dealing with. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. So here is the C8. It is beautiful, but it does have a few water spotting issues here and there. Some minor swirls. It's not horrible, but it does have a few little defects here and there that we're going to try to sort out. Yeah, you can see a little bit of hazing and swirlage. And we do have some water spots here. They're minor because they start to kind of go away when the paint gets dry, but they are there. So the polishing, since they're so light, the polishing really should take care of that. We'll notice when we polish it and wipe it, we'll see if those water spots still remain or if they're removed. But here's the condition of the paint. Yeah, really not too bad. We'll see what combo works for this. We'll go with our orange Lake Country pad, and we'll pick maybe the fine cut and from Kosh Chemie and see what that does. We're gonna continue drying this, and then we will pick a combo and see where we can get the paint at. What combo do you want, babe?
Pizza flavored with pretzel.
Oh, okay.
Delicious.
Pizza flavored pretzel combo. No, that's combos.
Are we gonna use that?
No. Well, actually, that does sound good. Now I want one. Okay.
It's making my lie off.
So hopefully you can see that, guys. See the water spots there? No water spots there. What did we use? What did we use? Welcome to today's episode of What Did We Use? We used the W9 water spot remover. Now this stuff is a little bit more forgiving than some of the other really strong ones that we use. For light water spots like this that kind of show up when you dry the paint or when the paint is wet, which is kind of weird, this does a great job. We use the damp towel to dry it, remove any of the residue, and voila, it removes the water spots. Not bad. So anywhere that we see water spots like that, W9. This is also designed for using on top of ceramic coatings. It's gentle. It's not as aggressive as some of the other water spot removers that we've used, but it's perfect for ceramic coated vehicles and minor water spots on the paint that only show up when you dry it and the water kind of hangs onto the edges of the water spot, the craters. So did a great job. So that's what we're going to use on the rest of it wherever we see water spots. So that removes the water spots. Now we're just left with swirls in the paint. Much, much better. This is going to be a pain to get to in there. We're gonna have to not detail the engine, I mean the glass here, because it goes over this part here, so we're gonna get in there, clean the glass inside and out. So we'll tackle that. You'll see how we do it. But let's get to polishing. Let's pick a combo and see what we can do. All right, here's our combo. So here is before, here's after. Just a little bit of polishing residue, but this was the Kosh Chemie Fine Cut with Orange Lake Country Pad. Oh yeah, see there's a little defects here and there, lighter, deeper scratches, but it's not that. This is just paint enhancement, not full paint correction, so we're not going to be chasing after all of those little tiny deeper marks. We're going for the overall effect. So before, after. Fine cut from Kosh Chemie, Orange Lake Country Pad, SPTA version 2. All right, that'll cut it. Good. Well, I'm going to continue with the same combo on my Batoka polisher. Let's see how that works. So that's after, that's before. So you can see a big difference. There's the line. Awesome. Now, all of this is fiberglass. Everything on here is fiberglass. So I can't measure anything. I don't know how much paint is on here. And after talking to the customer, the car itself is beautiful as it is and pretty awesome performance. Has some defects from the manufacturer. Actual pretty serious defects. Engine defects, battery defects, stuff like that. Kind of unfortunate. But when it comes to the paint, now I'm really treading carefully because I don't know if it's thin paint or not. Typically, I've been dealing with Corvettes that have pretty forgiving paint, medium to soft paint, and very forgiving to polish. But I have to be careful. Am I going to try to dig all those scratches out? No, because the overall effect is awesome. It looks so good. I'm not going to worry about those deeper scratches that I could make worse. I'm not going to risk it. So the combo is working. The Batoka with the Orange Lake Country Pad, fine cut, that's the combo, working great. So we're going to continue going around the vehicle. Oh!
You'd be like, oh, these are working perfect.
So here's the combos that we're working with.
Yeah. That would be funny. That would complete the joke.
Yes. Yes, it would. All right, the last thing to do, windshield cowl. Now, I'm gonna use the Apex trim. I love using this stuff for trim. It really is awesome. And I'm gonna use a little cut of microfiber. Now, I got a comment a while ago about using these, and a person suggested, oh, use a makeup applicator, you can buy those, it's cheaper than microfibers. How is it cheaper? These are old microfibers. They don't cost me anything. They've already done their work, they've done their job. I'm cutting, 12 by 12 inch piece of microfiber and just getting this, just for this quick little job. How is this costing me more or being inefficient? Sorry, doesn't make any sense. So out of a 12 by 12 piece of microfiber, I'm getting 144 of these. I'm not paying anything. It's just old microfiber. I've already used it. Sorry. Some suggestions like that I am going to challenge because they simply don't help anyone. Sorry, buddy, but that suggestion just did not help at all. Doesn't help me, doesn't help anybody. Take an old piece of microfiber and cut it. Jim White from White Details does this all the time. If it works for him, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, some suggestions like that are just not really good suggestions. They don't really make sense. They don't really help. So I'll either delete them or I'll challenge them and show the proof. Sadly, yeah, it doesn't really help anybody. Sorry. Did you? I thought you usually left it for me.
I always leave it for you.
I always leave it for you.
This thing looks fantastic, huh?
It really does. I'm your Mary Bear. The Corvette is done. It's looking incredible. Now, a few things to notice and to mention. The bumper is cracked back here, the lower little spoiler thing. So that's going to be replaced. So I didn't do anything with that. Oh, I actually still need to polish and coat the exhaust tips. We'll do that in just a moment. But overall, it is looking amazing. Of course, it has its little imperfections here and there, little scratches and other little puck marks that we can't do anything about. That's okay. He drives this. This is a driver. He enjoys it. So you know, it's going to get its marks. I'm not going to really focus on all the little imperfections on it because why? Why do that? Focus on the big picture. It looks incredible. It's protected. It's going to be super easy to maintain. So yeah, looking amazing. And if anyone is wondering about the windshield there, it's actually a tint on the inside. Owner is still on the fence. He may remove that. He's not sure, but it does produce a really bad glare when you're inside driving it. You can really see the glare of the dash. So not really safe. Not a good option. It looks kind of cool. I think it kind of looks like it's wearing sunglasses, but yeah. But we'll let this cure overnight. Again, I'm going to hit those exhaust tips, and this thing will be ready to go tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some sun tomorrow. We're supposed to have chance of rain every single day of this week. So we'll see what happens. Today is Tuesday. So we'll see if we can get some sun shots tomorrow. So for the exhaust tips, I'm going to use Wizards Metal Renew. Now I got this in the October glove box and haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I'm going to use it on these tips. Now the tips aren't bad. I'm just going to lightly polish them. This does have a protectant in it, but I'm going to coat it with Dr. Beasley's metal coat anyway, so not a big deal. I can wipe it down, but you know, exhaust tips are going to get carbon residue on them anyway, so yeah, either way it'll make it easier to clean. So I'm going to shake it up, put it on a little applicator. Oh wow, this stuff smells like cherries. That's interesting. Did not expect that from just a metal polish. That's nice smelling stuff. Now, if these were really bad, I would take some quadruple zero steel wool to them with this polish, and usually would clean it right up, unless they were damaged. But if it's just the residue, it usually cleans that up with no problem. But just inspect the pipes if you're dealing with it, you know, for customers' vehicles. Inspect it and see if the pipes are actually damaged or not, and then make your decision from there as to what you need to do, or just inform the customer that he needs to get new exhaust tips, or that there's nothing you can do. Sometimes you just have to explain that to the customer. Wow, all right, that polished them up nicely. Huh, awesome. Very nice. Now I'm just going to flip this and use the other side for the Dr. Beasley's metal coat. And I know it's probably redundant, but I don't care. And then I'm going to flip this towel inside out and use that to wipe off any of the residue. All right, those look fantastic. Here's the other side to kind of compare, and that's what they kind of look like before. Just a little tarnished, a little carbon residue, but they'll polish right up. So that's going to conclude today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. And of course, any tools or products or anything like that that you may be interested in that you saw in the video, I'll have linked down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care. you.